boo. I mean, we knew that was a good like.
Okay, this is not purge.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a great start.
Do you want the 2 of cool? 2 of cool is kind of meh.
Let's see. I mean, we could look at it. I tend to not love the 2-up-coup.
It's a 4, 50, 50.
You need a 4, and like a 1, 2, or 3 is pretty devastating.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
But maybe we need to take that risk. I don't know.
What else we can do? If it's a 2-up play, we just
do this, or maybe put 1 in Afghanistan.
Yeah. If I were there, I will put 3 in pack now. After this.
And then we end the war, probably, right?
I mean, well, yeah, maybe we try the coup first, but I don't know.
I mean, not if they put 3 there. If they put 2 there, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I don't love the Iran coup because I think even if we roll really we need a 4 or a 6. If we roll a 5, that's just a great counter coup for them with us having no access.
Okay. So just place off then, right?
Yeah, and I'm okay doing the Afghanistan, South Korea. Yeah. We should put 1 South Korea, and then... Where do you think the second one goes?
Afghanistan is fine, I think.
This is a little bit of a tell for Indo-Pak War, I think, but it's okay.
Maybe they are holding socialists. That's why they do that.
It could be. In fact, I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's a very risky play. I mean, because if we had socialists, 100%.
So we have like we have 9 ops.
How many ops?
9? I guess.
Which cards are you assuming we're playing?
Assuming we event in the back and holding blockade, right?
Okay. So we have 3. Yeah, you're right. They might not go into Pakistan. They might say, you know what, you take it, it'll be a nice coup target for us.
Really? I never see that though. I think you have to go back here.
You're probably right, they have to take it, but I feel like the Afghanistan... I was going to say the Afghanistan walk is a tell that we have the war, but they're probably just going to have to risk it.
They have to do it anyway. They should do it anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Even if your opponent... Sometimes even if I know he has Indo-Pak, I will still walk into it. Because if you don't take it, they will take it, and then you lost it anyway. If you take it and they coup it or do the war or something, you have a chance to take
it. Especially when you have a
lower odds, right?
When you said that you would consider cooing, if they put 2 in there, would you consider a China coup?
I didn't consider, but now you bring it up.
I don't want to do a 2-op coup. I think that... Oh.
Okay, so Cambridge will hit it.
Yeah, we should have done Cambridge. All right, next time. Actually, Cambridge would have been very good there.
Well, I will take it now. I guess.
I mean, now do we just give Cambridge and admit fault here? We could also play defectors if you prefer.
We can also coup Iran.
It's true.
If we fail, if they walk into pack, then we coup again, right? Okay. That could be one play. If we Well, it's likely to fail actually, but
Yeah, this is just a. I don't mind with them not having adjacency, the high risk play, but it has the potential to be pretty devastating if you roll a 1, 2, or 3.
my goal is just to want. I just want to take pack with like.
I mean, I think it's either we coup Iran or
Just take it, yeah. And if they roll a high number, then we coup Iran and try to event a war again.
You think they're going to coup Pakistan here?
I think so. What else they can do?
They can go into Iraq and spread in the Middle East, which is the outscored region. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I think that would actually be a better play for them than to coup Pakistan with Asia scored.
So
this is like a better long-term play. I feel like it's reliable. We probably get the battleground. But this has the potential. This is like the higher risk, higher reward play, right? If we knock them out and this happens in the Middle East, that's huge.
Yeah, but we probably need a 6 here.
We need either a 4 or a 6, right?
Yeah.
A 5, they just count a coup.
4. Well.
Do you want to just take Pakistan and see what happens?
Yeah, sure.
We should try to get more in South Korea if we can, although I guess it's forward, it's not a huge deal. We still need mill-offs.
A de facto coup, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe we don't have the AR to. We don't want to give Korean War early. We don't want to play containment. We don't want to play Indo-Pac. So no card actually.
We have factors, yeah. Yeah, the factors is probably our coup card.
Yeah. So, and we want to check Iraq, right?
Yeah, it's true. We need presence, sure.
It depends on how good their ops is. If they have like 2-4, I would just cool here. But they are thinking for a little bit too long here.
I almost suspect if they had a strong hand, they wouldn't have scored Asia there. They would have, well, maybe not. Maybe they're saying, like, if we take Pakistan, they could win a war, and then we're in trouble.
Really? I think that this signals they have a weak hand.
Yeah, you're right. Because, sorry, even if they won a war, they wouldn't have Dom, right? Or we wouldn't have Dom. So
I mean, like,
they went into Pakistan,
you're giving up the chance to take Pakistan here. I mean, that's pretty big. Even if you lose we still didn't Dom. Like.
Yeah, you're right. So they should have. If they had a good hand, you would think they would take Pakistan.
They're probably holding socialists. They're probably holding another D car. Probably.
Yeah.
That could be 2 cars already. And then maybe. Okay, never mind.
Okay, now what do we do? That's the question. The coup is less good as we expected.
We start to take like Iran or something, Iraq or Saudi.
So let's see. Let's try to counter. Right? We have. Well, I guess maybe we are less likely to need to event the war, but we need something to coup with. We need to coup at something.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, do we want to start cooing now? I guess probably not.
So you mean cooling Iran here? Using the vector, maybe?
Yeah, it's a lot less good. The alternative, something like this.
Looks fine. We might give up some point here anyway, right?
I guess. I mean, we'll have to coup at some point. I mean, I guess another option is we could do this, and then we could feel better about using Korean War to coup later.
I still want to take one of Saudi or...
Yeah. Let's do this then, but knowing that we might have to use either the Korean War or the IP War.
Okay. I mean, I'm okay. If we give up Korean War and they take Korea, I mean, later they will come back. And
Yeah.
Asia is scoring now, so there's a chance we can flip it.
But maybe next AR, if they don't threaten us, we coup something with Korean War. That's probably Iran. And then we try to take some countries in the Middle East after that.
Do you think they have Middle East this turn? I don't think, right? Usually they don't have it, but...
They would have probably just scored it right there, right? When they had, what, 5 VPs from presence lists?
You mean score it first? Score before
I think they would
Asia?
have scored it before. I guess they had 4 VPs. They probably would have scored it before playing NATO, I think, if they had it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, true.
We could also coup Lebanon if you prefer.
You mean blockade coup? Or
We could do
this,
Korean coup.
this coup?
With the
Yeah, it's
extra
fine,
law.
I guess.
Would you rather do Lebanon or Panama, I guess?
I'd rather do Lebanon, I think.
Or none of the above if you don't want to coup.
Or Iran, yeah, or Iran is fine.
Preference?
Iran.
It's a good thing we didn't waste tempo to do that earlier, because that was not an impressive coup result.
We probably need to, well, we can hold Indo-Pac if you really want, but
I think we'll have to play it. We're in some pretty bad spot here, but it's okay. We'll get a good hand next turn. We'll come.
we can also use blockade to coup Lebanon if you.
That's true, and hold IP war. That probably lets them hold their D card through the reshuffle, which is sad, but maybe worthwhile.
Even a. At least we make them place op here, that protects Pac, right?
That's yeah, that's true. I don't hate. I'm coming around to the blockade coup of Lebanon.
They might do one Iran, one Pac, if they have a 3. Just to be
It's not
annoying.
great. I don't care that much about defending Pakistan, though. Like, it's already scored, especially if they're going to hold the war.
Yeah, there's a realignment chance on Iran or something, you know.
Just a coup. Oh, that's actually that's not so bad.
Okay.
All right, so now we have a real question.
Do we coup?
You think we coup Iran?
What do we need? We need a 4? No, we need a 3? No.
We need a 3 to get them Oh, of course they'll
We're in the
retake it. But
5.
that
Okay, never
that-
mind, never mind.
Alternatively, we just say, okay, even if we do like this. We could just take Pakistan, which maybe isn't a bad idea.
And then what? Containment into Saudi and something else?
Yeah, maybe. Or coup, depending on what they do.
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
But we could ignore it and do our blockade through Lebanon. I do hate giving up Pakistan.
Another option, China car, but it's kind of expensive.
What do we do with China currently?
Take both.
We can't really take both. We
Oh,
do
okay.
this.
Okay, never mind then.
I wish they had drawn one bip less, like 1 point less. That would be so much better. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
This feels very conservative. Maybe it's the right play.
Still a long-term play. We might down 10 VP coming out of like, turn 3, but
That's the thing.
I
right?
guess what
we
it is.
could be more aggressive. Right?
No, we have a bad ops, so
Do you want to just do this then?
I could. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So they take Iran, we cool?
Either they coup here or I think they're probably not going to let us just take Iran here. I assume they repair Iran.
I think they
Maybe
just
put
repair, right? I mean, or space? No, space can wait. That's a pretty good hand. I don't understand why they give out Asia there already, though.
Oh my gosh. Why? Every team game I play is like it's impossible.
Okay.
And we could just do this if you want.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And then hopefully we try to take Iraq and get Nasser or something to neutralize Middle East.
Well, this also they can just break pack, and Defcon goes to 4, so they have cool next turn, right? Yeah, it's fine. But I guess that's what it is.
We could do like this or something. Like, I don't know. They haven't shown an aggressive ability. Like if they haven't shown an aggressive ability to or willingness to attack Asia here, so I'm kind of okay with maybe leaving Pakistan a little bit.
Okay, yeah, fine. Good for me.
What a bad hand for us and a strong hand for them.
Which I still don't understand why they give up Asia that early.
Yeah, I think they were too afraid of the role, the IP war role, but I think they should.
Because there's no good coup target. They want. Okay. And they use a 2 up to coup pack. They didn't use a 4. So wow. Okay. I guess this.
They've been surprisingly uninterested in Pakistan relative to how important I feel it is.
I mean, like it scored. I guess that's what they concerning.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But
There's a realignment possibility on Iran.
it's true. And honestly, on a secondary on Iraq as well, we could just get them out of the whole region potentially.
Well, I assume they have another 4. It is a 3. because now they have containment.
Yeah, we probably have.
No red car, huh? Cool. Mm. The one game I play against Tomas, he 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 goes into Colombia here.
That's that's a bold move.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do, it is what it is. We queue Columbia next time.
Like,
Right.
there's just too many threats. What?
What? Come on. Really? They have to roll a 5 there?
Why they cool here? I don't understand actually.
The seeds of totalitarian regimes are nurtured by
They don't need
misery
mill
and
offs.
war.
They can cool
They
here.
spread and grow in the evil soil of poverty and strife. They reach their full growth when the hope of a people for a better life has died.
Middle East, 5-year.
I see 4 headline here.
Yeah, okay, so whatever. Realistically, whatever happened. Courage to Gaulle, CNS Nasser. We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Which means maybe we just need to. What do we do with CIA? There's some risk. There's some real risk they have to that. Right?
Duck is gone. 5-year plan is here.
But if they have Fidel, if say we coup on action round 1, and then they have Fidel, it's still pretty.
Yeah, you're right. So just Nasser and give us CIA? Kind of weak.
That's very weak, given how far behind we are. We could de Gaulle into Purge, but that's a lot of ops to flip Europe, which is already scored.
Can we purge and CIA? I want to purge actually.
Okay, with blockade.
Yeah, with blockade, right?
Blockade. Do you want to purge and then give up CIA and then assume we're going to 5-year plan at least?
Assuming we 5-year plan. Yeah, you're right. But we still don't have
Because if
assets.
we stay action round 1, we know we can 5-year plan. So that's not a concern. I don't know what we're going to spend the rest of the term doing. Obviously, we'll blockade them. We'll try to capture Nazi off, but
I guess we just rescue. I mean, just all events, right?
more or less. I guess we de Gaulle. Yeah.
Yeah, de Gaulle event, CNS event, NASA event.
Yeah. All right. Purge and then give CIA.
They can't coup. Well, they can coup. Yeah.
They can coup, but
What,
I mean,
what headline could they have? There's not many red left actually. I mean, green. Oh, only U.S. Japan is the only reasonable headline there.
do you have the card tracker that you can share by any chance?
Oh yeah. Wait a second.
You think U.S. Japan is the only reasonable headline?
Because you look at the cars here.
Oh, we have Nasser too, by the way.
Right?
I guess Truman, maybe, if they're paranoid about de Gaulle.
Yeah, there's nothing really threatening.
Or East European or something boring like that. But yeah, I agree. They might, if they headline U.S. Japan, then they have nothing to discard to blockade. Like, I'm okay with that.
Okay. So there's purge, right?
Purge. Yeah, I would purge. Defectors is gone, right? Just double check.
We have it. We have it last
Yeah.
time.
That is boring.
Good. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Boring and a good. All right. I hate giving CIA here because I think it squanders a lot of our advantage, but I think we have to in case they have Fidel, right?
Yeah. Well,
Capture Nazi is obviously a priority, but presumably they space immediately. What's our main use of ops here? Well, I guess we don't have that.
we don't have ops. That's the thing.
What do we use our CIA created op for? To go back into Iraq, I guess?
I think they coup, right? They coup Saudi?
Yeah. Probably.
And then we could go back to Iraq. We could... Can we threat something? No, actually.
I don't think so, unfortunately. We could go to India, we could go to South Korea, we could go to Iraq.
So
Do we even bother inventing Lesser here? I guess we do.
As this we do, yeah. We want to take it, right?
Yeah, even though we're not obviously not going to score.
I wonder even if they have US Japan, they will just... So if you are holding decall D style and US Japan, I think you just ignore it, right? And then just place 3 out back.
Yeah, probably.
Truman is there, so we need a 4 up to take straight.
Especially if you're holding decall, because you can't give decall. Not on this board. Are you kidding me? This game lately, it's just not been going. Do we just sort of fix that? I don't know. Do you want to go into Iraq or?
Take that or Iraq, basically.
You can go Iraq if you.
Yeah, it's well. Do we have the ops to? I guess the ops is 5-year plan.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna lock us off from Iraq next turn. But maybe they will. It's probably worth it.
Okay.
I assume they try to beat us to space here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're up 6 victory points with no ops as it is. If they get up to space, they're up 8, and they're beating us on the board. That's pretty rough. Yeah.
Cool. So CNS can wait.
Yeah. Do we event de Gaulle here? Or do we do that later in the turn?
Kind of want to use it for ops.
Okay, no, that's not crazy.
We're not holding anything, right? Okay.
We could just event Nasser.
Yeah, I guess just event everything.
I would love to get out of Pakistan this way.
Maybe with 5-year plan. I don't know. We also want to take
Yeah,
Korea. That's the thing.
We need to get at least one in India. Right? We need to take Saudi. We need to get one in India. We have 6 ops if we go.
One India, one Saudi, one Egypt, maybe 3 Korea. That's it.
Yeah, they're protecting us. Oh, that's fine. This maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just
CNS
space? Okay.
It could be CNS. I'm wondering if they want to go into Burma and then threaten India, but I guess that's what it is, right?
I assume they will, and then I don't know. We can just do de Gaulle into India. It's not crazy.
Okay. So just CNS.
We have a bunch of eventing to do because we don't have very many ops. Alright, so now we will be down 4 victory, which means it could be worse.
They might still hold. They might hold socialists through. Suez. They might. Well, Suez. They might holding AI war, so we might get the mill ops. Actually, they can't space.
That's true. That's a good point. If they're holding AI war and like decall or something.
If they have UN, it's also awkward here. We event blockade and they might down one action round. I don't know. Come on, why did?
The ops in the world.
Okay, I think they have socialists and they have to give up socialists here. That's why they overprotect.
It could be, or they're just protecting against it. Do you want to blockade now?
Blockade now, right? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
They know it's coming, so.
If they give up USJ, it means they don't have decall, right?
I would assume so, yes.
Or they have UN decall.
Okay, that probably means they have decall. That definitely means they have decall.
So we at least put one there, right? I guess.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Or we can
So maybe
event
something-
this.
This maybe? I feel like these are all.
Mandatory.
Yeah, you want to do the mandatory things?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And then next turn we can like take Egypt maybe to neutralize Middle East and
Egypt, India, Korea, Iraq. We just have too many things to take.
yeah, that's what happens when you have no ops all game, unfortunately. But next turn is going to be our beautiful hand. It looks like the deck is pretty red.
They draw these threes. I really feel like part of the game really decided by who draw all these threes, not the fours.
With three ops.
Yeah, like the 3 ops.
You want to do this?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
temporarily, very temporarily neutralize this dot.
Yeah, sure.
I guess they didn't have dominant. Never mind. This check doesn't really help, but it's probably better than dot in general. I mean, the real problem here is just that the total ops. I know we purged them this turn.
Oh right,
but
yeah,
it's
they
like-
have all the
it's like,
threes.
yeah, we've got no access, no ops.
We have
Right.
1 and they have 2s, so they have more ops than us.
True. Alright. 1.
Is Egypt that important? I don't think they would take it. Right?
Wait, blocks dominant. Which is what I like. So
Oh.
we're gonna take her out.
Okay.
We can do this.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
We could also just take Iraq. But I don't think they're gonna break Pakistan here. Or they have to have like NORAD to do that. So maybe we just say, you know what, this is better. I don't know. I'm okay with either of these. Which do you prefer?
I prefer this more, maybe.
Alright, so we're going into turn 3, down 4 VPs, with 2 draws on the board and 1 solid domination. Okay. This is, you called this one.
Wait, we still want to do two. Wait, is it? Is it two in Italy now?
Why to Italy?
Because they have to put it back, and if we draw socialist later, we kind of have to. Oh, this is also fine. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's fine.
This way, they still. I think they just put back in West Germany.
Yeah, true.
And we presume they have decal, fortunately.
I guess they have. Yeah, I guess they have decal. Oh, AI
or
wall.
maybe they arbitrarily and wanted the mill ops. I suppose that's possible.
So my country's purpose is to help us move out of the dark chamber of horrors into the light, to find a way by which the minds of men, the hopes of men, the souls of men everywhere can move forward toward peace and happiness and well-being.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. Truman. They don't know de Gaulle.
They don't know de Gaulle. We can't flip France with de Gaulle.
Just stopping Dom, that's only, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. This is like...
Well, Suez also stopped Dom, right? Yeah.
Suez also stops. Here's the thing. So, if we headline de Gaulle and they headline Truman, we look very silly. If we headline Suez and they headline Truman, at least we still can get Europe off. But also, it's, what, like 4 victory points for a coup?
Yes.
And so I'm not sure we want to immediately drop Europe scoring in either case. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you still want to coup?
We could.
Coup Iran.
We
maybe.
could, like, coup Iran or something. Yeah.
So we just cause some trouble and then coup Iran.
Do you think Romanian's good to cause the trouble, or would you rather do like Suez?
Romanian, assuming they. Assuming defector? You're saying, or what?
Oh, it blocks Dom.
Yeah, it
No.
does. And then they.
It's a cheaper way of blocking Dom, but I also don't mind weakening France if you want to sue it.
If we de Gaulle, and assuming that's not Truman, it could be worse. It's only gonna be worse if it's not Truman, right?
Yeah, if de Gaulle doesn't run into Truman, we can take Algeria, which is bad. And what are we going to use our ops for anyway? We have a lot more ops than we need, I feel like, right?
Just Iraq and Korea, that's 6.
And a coup.
Yeah.
But that we have more ops than that.
We could also do Vietnam Revolt if you really want. But
I don't hate the de Gaulle play just because it gets us we may be able to get Algeria out of it.
okay. Yeah, just de Gaulle then, I guess.
If we hit Truman, we look silly, but such is life.
We get Truman anyway, right? If we choose to coup.
No, you think they would Truman us out instead of taking it in Algeria?
Yeah. Right? That's gotta be.
I don't know if they waste Truman for one op in France.
Remove the assets for Algeria, but
Yeah, but they might just play a 3-op France Algeria.
okay.
I don't know. I could see the argument that we should just do Romania and save the ops instead. I just don't know what we do with the ops.
What about Suez?
Yeah, I could see Suez too. What do we do? Take two France, two UK, and weaken it, and then maybe we could event de Gaulle later if we want or something.
Yeah. The Suez is known car. They might expect us to headline that. Also, we are taking too long, so.
Fair. I don't care. Suez or Romanian or de Gaulle.
Okay, you can decide this one. I'm okay with Suez or de Gaulle actually.
Let's go for de Gaulle. It'll be a little more fun. Oh, and here I was talking about how many options.
Cool, very cool.
Do we coup with East European?
On where?
Or do you want to?
We could
Or
do
you wanna do it
Panama
later?
actually, right?
What?
We could do Panama, right?
You want to do East European coup into Panama?
We could.
It's more likely to be successful. I don't hate that.
Or we just drop Europe. And then they coup
Yeah,
Egypt, probably.
They coup Egypt, which is pretty weak. We give up 4 VPs but save 5 on Europe. Given our weakened hand, I don't hate that either. Make them take the inefficient coup. Okay, want to do that?
Yeah, sure. Because if they coup, we also take Algeria, right?
That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
If they Truman,
I assume they will.
I assume they might just use a 3-up to take both.
Algeria and France.
Yeah.
I think they'll want the ops here.
Well, they have some ones and twos though.
Okay.
UND call. Maybe space. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe space decall.
Okay, UND call for a coup in what, Egypt? It's annoying that they hit that, but par for the course, really. I feel like we have to take Algeria now, right?
Algeria or Egypt? No, we use EU, right?
Or so that's sure. Yeah. I hate taking Egypt with Sadat coming.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather take Algeria if you're alright with it. I know that they could score it.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'm okay with this. It's a thing that we both of us don't want to take. That's the thing.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we take Iraq, it'll force the issue because we'll break down again, and I'll take Egypt. But
They might do something to force us to use NATO if they're holding special.
they don't know we have it, do they?
They don't. Alright, they don't.
But still, they might try to force us to use ours because they know we're purged.
And NATO is the only unknown. Because they know we want to event Fidel.
Obviously, we're renting Fidel. The rest of these are probably ops, though.
Vietnam could be a event.
That's true. For one op, it may be worth the event.
We can also flip Laos if they don't overprotect with Vietnam.
Or maybe Vietnam's an event earlier rather than later. It's good. has no.
Okay.
Maybe we should have taken Egypt instead of Algeria.
I guess if you take Egypt, they take Iraq. It's the same.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm more like, well, you wanna take Korea first, right?
We could event Vietnam.
And they immediately overprotect Laos, I guess. Yeah, that doesn't work.
But if you're worried about Korea, we can also just take it. Although if they have special, we'll feel silly.
So just this, right?
Vietnam?
Yeah, I'm okay with this. They have to give. No, they can just space AR war.
Yep.
They play in the entire hand. They have Truman,
We were
Noran.
down victory points with no access to the mid-water. That's brutal.
Truman, NORAD, AI war, and an unknown.
So yeah. Unless the unknown is a D-star or draw or something. Which it wouldn't be, because then they would have UM'd it. We're not gonna get AI.
I feel like their best play is just Angola and Zaire. Angola, Zaire, Mexico, Panama. Right?
I wonder if we should just stop them doing that. Like, should we event Suez next or something?
Event Suez? Why?
Keep them busy?
I would probably just ignore France now that it's gone. If I were them. Like, we need to use 7 ops to take France and then it's scored? I mean, like...
Yeah.
Realistically, we only have 5 ops here, right?
Yeah, we have, well, I guess 6. Well, what's our hold card? That's a little.
If Suez is used for event, it counts as a 4? Kind of.
I mean, if you think about it like that, I don't honestly hate holding NATO if there's nothing strong to make us play it.
Fidel. They're debating if they need to overprotect Laos.
Yeah, maybe.
Given they don't have many ops left. Every time we said that, they put up a 4. So something happens.
They do have one unknown.
There's not many back cards left actually for them. Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
True.
Would you just event Fidel?
Maybe we can do that later. I just want Korea, right? Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
And then we can do something with Suez and event Fidel, hold NATO.
Mm-hmm. Expect a Truman or space here.
Do they have a space card? Arbitrarily, right?
Really, yeah.
Maybe they threw me into that year. I wonder if we should have gone into Saharan states.
I mean, we can do Saharan State and then use NATO later. Saharan State, they cool. We have to cool back though.
Yeah, I feel like we missed the tempo on the. I would have been. We should have done Romania to some red states with Suez.
Yeah, that could be a play. Okay, good.
You want to advance for down now?
Yeah, sure. We can also try to walk to there, to Panama.
To walk to where?
To Panama, try to just.
I mean, if we go to Nicaragua, they'll coup it, right? I guess we could do Nicaragua.
I would rather take Korea then, right?
If they don't go to Zaire here, we might consider it. But no, they have an op in Panama. They just prepare for it. Yeah, okay, they did. You want to just take South Korea?
Yeah. Wow, that's a dom? Okay.
It is a dom with Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
They go Zimbabwe. Is it Zimbabwe? Yeah. Zimbabwe and Malaysia, right? Think.
Zimbabwe. No, you mean Cameroon? Or
Yeah,
Zimbabwe?
Cameroon.
Malaysia, something like that. Or maybe they want to take Mexico or Panama. I don't know. I'm always a little antsy at this point if I don't take Mexico.
I mean, you don't have that much off.
Oh, well, I'm glad we...
Okay, that's good.
You're exactly right. All right.
The board doesn't look good, bro.
Oh my god. I don't know what it is about this game.
Okay, this is bad. This is pretty bad. I don't know what's the headline. Southeast Asia? I think that's the only headline, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. You want to just do it?
Yeah. Is that Defector? Okay.
Sorry.
That might be
I
Defector.
think Defector is around, I think. I mean, we're space, I guess we space grain sales and hope we can also space duck. Is that the plan here? And then just eat everything else? Oh, look, Kunta. Why not?
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I have found this game extremely frustrating.
Well, at least you're not playing alone then.
That's true. The last couple games where I found it frustrating have been team games.
Okay, they don't have brush, I guess.
Look, down 13 victory points.
We have to use. Oh, well, we can use NATO. Well, we.
What are we doing here?
Are we cool Cameroon?
Coup Cameroon with Sadat, maybe? I don't want to use NATO to coup Cameroon, but we could use Sadat.
We can do Saddam, we can do John Paul.
So, we do need 2 mil ops, so maybe we use John Paul.
OPEC for ops, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah, we want to win this. That's why I choose a higher card.
Hey. I mean, we're probably going to have to give nuclear subs.
Yes. But we still want to take Nigeria, right?
I imagine so, yeah. I mean, well, I'd rather flip Zaire if they let us, but I assume.
Mm-hmm. I feel like John Paul tells a weekend here,
That is true.
but
But we do have a weekend.
we
What
do
can
have,
I say?
yeah, we do have a weekend. So
We really need to be able to space twice there. I feel like maybe if we space twice, then we can at least hold Camp David and move subs.
Realistically, we don't make it through turn 6.
I mean, with the Junta headline, that seems likely, right? Because
D-Star is here, right? Yeah, D-Star is somewhere.
yeah,
So we really need D-Star next turn, maybe.
that would be helpful.
Or we start to realign now, but like I think they would
If
just
they don't spread,
expand.
you should realize.
Yeah,
I do assume they'll do like Argentina, Zaire. Like that's all they need to do to shut everything down.
They might also have the scoring, like the Africa or South America or Central.
It's true. And we really can't. I mean, we can't let them get a dom in any of it. There's nothing we can do about the South, really.
And we don't have the tempo to do anything. We need the space.
I know. Yeah.
How many coups they deny, or we elect not to coup?
This one. We played a little bit of a high def card.
CIA, because we have CIA. That's another one.
So I don't know if we ever could have.
We didn't coup. We didn't coup AR1 anytime. Yeah.
Yeah, we had no ops the first time. We could have ran once.
But that's after they expand, and it's way less powerful.
And we didn't make it anyway. Oh, look at that! What? Okay, well, forget realigns. If they have South America, we lose.
It's fine.
Which they probably do, given how they play. But I don't think we can realign. Right?
Yeah. Like we just we either take Cuba and.
That was very much like a YOLO, screw you, I have South America, and I'll win the gameplay. Because I feel like the long game here would be to protect Zaire.
To flip Zaire, right?
Well, the long play for them would be to protect Zaire before doing OAS.
Oh, right.
But the fact that they OAS first, I feel like means they probably have the scoring and are just pushing to win.
But like we can't do anything, right? Like
try realign.
Realign
I don't think
Chile.
We could try to realign.
I don't. Well, it's really hard.
I probably wouldn't. I'd probably say, you know what, I think you're going to win the game, but regardless, I'm just going to do this. But we could try it. I'd be if you felt that we should realign Chile, I'd be
no. I like this.
You prefer this?
I prefer this more. Yeah.
All right.
But I guess this is the way that like we're just slowly losing anyway. This way.
Yeah, maybe we should have tried realigning, but
no. It's like even if we get them out of Chile, they still score what? 4, right?
Yeah. I feel like what we have to hope is we fight where our hand is positioned to fight, which right now is Africa. Hope they don't get the scoring this turn, and then we get like ABM Treaty and Brush War next turn. Turn things around. I feel like that's the path now.
I forgot to check.
Because Zaire is pretty big, long term. Could mean domination in Africa.
They might worry Africa here. Just. that kind of thing. That one needs to be late war. Hmm. I don't think we can make it to the late war then.
It doesn't seem like we have a path, right? It just depends on South America not coming out for a while.
Hmm.
If they have South America this turn,
We need to space. Um,
we do need to start space. I actually am not sure we can get stubs. They're at least showing interest in Africa here.
They're really afraid
Do you
of
wanna
brush
space?
war, I guess.
What'd you say?
Uh, I said they are really afraid of brush war, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
You want to space now?
yeah. Space or take Cuba, that's the only two things.
Yeah, let's space first. Okay.
Okay.
We do succeed, so unless they have one small step, we'll get to space duck and cover, which is nice. The deck isn't even that red, given that it feels like there's been a million blue cards. There's all the red cards.
It all comes out turn 3. Which did they use Formosan for last AR?
Olympus.
Oh, event
Sure.
that, bro.
I know, coward. Absolute coward.
Okay.
Do you want to take Cuba now or space again?
I think take Cuba. Okay. And do we want to walk? Yeah,
I'm okay doing that.
that's fine. That's fine.
Do you like this?
Yeah. They do Panama, Argentina, maybe? And
Yeah,
then
probably.
we just hope they don't have the scoring.
Yeah,
Again.
there's nothing we can do.
We're gonna take Nigeria. Okay, that's pretty quick, which means they have it, maybe.
I mean, will we still just, do we just space?
Yeah.
Hey, not that that saves us, but
Chateau. Maybe just cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. GG. Ugh, it's kind of meh.
see what I mean? Like, literally everything went wrong. It's just.
Okay.
Yeah,
At least
I
they had
don't know
early.
what we could have done. We had no actors, no ops.
I'm on the
I
other.
wonder we could-
I'm on the other side for last game, so.
yeah. Maybe we should have taken those NATO relines on Chile.
Yeah. Or maybe we just use OPEC to real.
I do think their OAS there, instead of protecting Zaire, was pretty transparent, and maybe we should have noticed that in the lines. I just feel like we were so back against the wall that even if those had succeeded, or at least Zaire gave us like some kindling of hope longer term. All right, well, that one was not going to be a winnable game, but good game. And I will try not to wait so long before I schedule the next one.
So we have 6 games in total, or
We have so many more games. But yeah, it's something like 6 in total. We have, well, I guess we've done 4 so far, so maybe we don't have that many.
yeah, we played 4, and yeah, we only need to play 6.
Fair. So I think we have Washington State and Minnesota maybe left.
Washington and Minnesota. Okay.
I don't know what we have to do in order to make it. I think if we win
I think
both of them,
is
we're
it
probably in.
top 3 or top 4?
I don't remember exactly. I think it's top 3. But I'm looking at it here. We have Maryland is 3-3. Ohio is 3-2. Massachusetts is 2-1.
3-1. 3-1-0 now, right?
Oh, because they beat us. Yeah, 3-1 and 0. We're 2-2. Colorado is 2-3.
So we need to get we need to win one more, basically.
Win one more gives us a good shot, but doesn't guarantee it by any stretch, especially with our abysmal turn score as contributed to by this game. But winning 2 should get us.
The game against Washington is pretty big, I guess.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll try to get that on the calendar. Maybe we can get all 3 of us again next time. Thanks for playing, Harry. See you again soon.
See you. Good night.
Have a good night.